A KVU Defenders investigation uncovers an alarming number of mentally ill people in Austin, burdening our hospitals and jails because they're uninsured.
Texas has more than any other state, costing taxpayers millions. KVU Defender Andy Parati has been investigating this issue for months. It's kind of startling.
This is one of the most vulnerable populations in Texas. Hundreds of thousands of them don't get the treatment they need. While the state could get federal money to help, state policymakers don't want it.
You ever share it?
On a crowded street in downtown Austin,
Where you been?
everyone knows Joanne Kennedy.
You look cute.
For the past 26 years, she's battled schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, homeless and alone. What was it like living on the street all those years?
It was sad. It was crazy. Everybody wanted to offer me drugs.
That one, I'm thinking, was probably back in '85.
Her sister Deborah says it wasn't always that way.
She's gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. I envied her for her beautiful smile, and her hair was just always together.
Before her mental illness, Joanne was married with 3 children. Their efforts to help her met with dead ends.
It was just hard for her, you know. I mean, it was hard for us because, you know, I mean, that's our sister and we wanted to help her, but we just couldn't find the resources, you know, to help her.
When she did get help, it came from here, the Travis County Jail. A KVU Defenders investigation found Austin police have arrested Kennedy at least 38 times over the past several years for minor crimes. She spent 1,344 days behind bars. The cost to provide her medicine and counseling during a 20-year period, $189,000. From 2007 to last year, inmates with chronic mental illnesses like Kennedy increased 78% in Travis County. When you were behind bars, did you ever think, I'm actually glad to be here because I'm getting help?
Yes, because they gave me good medicine. But I don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
So don't.
According to medical billing records obtained by the Defenders, Kennedy has been admitted into the emergency room at Brackenridge and St. David's hospitals at least 326 times since 1999, costing an estimated $676,000, an expense the hospitals wrote off or recouped through taxpayers.
Wow. But wouldn't it be so much better if she had a primary care physician, somebody that knew her history? You know, every time she got sick, she could go to her doctor, but she can't afford to.
Over the past 3 years, hospitals in Austin report a 77% increase in mental health patients. Dr. Christopher Zabel is the Director of Emergency Services at Brackenridge Hospital.
At any given time, I might have 15 of my beds at Brackenridge filled up with psych patients who had nowhere else to go.
That means longer waiting times in the ER and delays in diagnosis for other patients. To manage the increase, Brackenridge opened an ER specifically to treat mental health patients earlier this month.
Most of these folks are unfunded, uninsured, which means that the prices of everything else we do goes up. And to balance that out, and so your health insurance premiums go up.
According to a recent study by the American Health Counselors Association, Texas leads the nation in the number of people suffering from severe mental illnesses with no insurance. The study found 652,000 mentally ill Texans could be covered, but last year Texas lawmakers rejected the federal Medicaid expansion.
Medicaid expansion is, simply put, a misguided and ultimately doomed attempt to mask the shortcomings of Obamacare.
Governor Rick Perry doesn't believe the federal funding is secure and that it would become an expensive, unfunded mandate for the state.
That's the position that our current leadership has taken, and it's foolish, and it's giving our money away to other states in the nation.
It's right there, and we opt out. It can help so many people.
My farmer tries her down.
For now, Kennedy is getting the medicine she needs and living in a temporary shelter. She hopes to stay well enough one day to see her children.
This is a card my daughter sent me.
A daughter she hasn't seen in years.
Mom, I love you with all my heart. LaShonda Kennedy. Keep doing the good work. I'm here whenever you need me. Just call.
How does that make you feel when you read that?
That made me feel good.
Last year, lawmakers increased mental health funding by more than $200 million, but that still puts Texas near the bottom in overall spending compared to other states. There were more beds available at state psychiatric hospitals in 1994 than there are today. We have more resources and information on this issue on our website, KVUE.com. Andy Parati, KVUE News, Night Beat.